All of the homies we had turning to ghosts. We didn't know any better or know how to cope. Had to try out for the team, then wait on results. That was St. Andrews, I hated the coach. Entering raffles, I was just doing the most. Paying to play for the shows, you know how it goes. Plotting with ass, we were just struggling on unemployment, back on the ropes. I had to get it in motion.
Oh yeah, I got you lighting.
Listen to quick on the radio, then were the days. Balancing options, getting in so many ways. So many plays, I ended up playing it safe. Let's get it in motion, let's get it in motion. Let's get it in motion, let's get it in motion. Let's get it in motion, let's get it in motion. Watching you is making me vomit. I'm dominant, juggling how many flows. Please don't compare me to none of these. I touch it and turn into dominant gold. All of the time that I spend on myself is inside.
We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Boston Celtics come in for this one. Home court advantage goes to the Warriors, playing here in San Francisco. Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge.
Yeah, the problem with Jason Tatum in the pick and roll is he can roll or pop, and that makes him hard to guard.
And we all hear talk about Drew Holiday's defense, but you know, Doris, he is much more than that. You've said it countless times.
Kevin, this is a guy who's a tremendous rebounder for a guard, a very willing playmaker. He can carry a scoring burden if you need him to, but he's also willing to take a very limited number of shots. It's all about the team with him.
Here's Curry, following the basket by Derek White. Lets it go with the three. The rebound by the Celtics. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, I talked with head coach Steve Kerr. Now, we talked about the difficulty of trying to contain a player like Jaylen Brown. Coach said we can't let him gain confidence and feel like he can do whatever he wants. That's when you get into trouble. Now it's up to the players to make sure this doesn't happen. Guys?
Thanks, David. Curry, that's good.
There's just a nuance and an understanding to what Steph Curry does. How good is this guy at finding the spot he's looking for?
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
We've seen a quick start here for the Celtics. Here's Holiday. Nice ball movement by Boston. There's the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
A solid outside game. Holiday has good lift on his J. And at 6'4", he can get his shot off against just about anybody.
Now here's Curry. Back to Butler. Ball's knocked loose. Outside for Curry. Over Holiday. Curry can't get it to go. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
It's safe to say Jason Tatum is a bona fide superstar.
He certainly is, Kevin, and really been a big-time star from the time he was 23 years old. Lots of pressure on this young player, but Jason's not only embraced it, he's thrived under it.
He doesn't get the second one.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Here's White, following the basket by Stephen Curry. The kick out to Holiday. Pass to Brown. And the three off target. Warriors trailed by 5. Moody with it. Picked up by Brown. The 19-foot shot. It's rebounded by Porzingis. first quarter. We're about 3.5 minutes in. Right side, Tatum. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Celtics up. Number 42, Al Horford.
There's 1:34 left in the first quarter. Clock at 6. The shot, no good.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Poked away. Celtics leading by 5. Right side, Porzingis. And Horford, here we go. And he converts the layup.
Well, Al Horford using his mobility around the basket. He steps through the defense. No one gets in his way.
Here's Hield. Outside Curry. Three-pointer. And again, it's the Warriors missing. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
To the middle. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, 7'3" doesn't need much of a vertical. Easy finish for KP.
Puts the move on. Pass to Curry. The kick outside to Butler. He doesn't hit that one. Good work defensively by Horford. To the inside. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance.
Too many times I told these, stop playing with me, go play with your kids. I don't want to hear no opinions from people who still got dreams of making it big. I don't really care about what you would do if you had this bread or the things you would get.
We've got the Milwaukee Bucks taking on the Detroit Pistons. The excitement of the NBA is on the way. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. Inside, here's Lopez. That one's in, his first shot this game. There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Here's Milwaukee now. Back to Prince.
Well, I like the fact that Prince does a good job picking his spots. He's not a guy that forces things. Kind of lets the game come to him naturally.
The Bucks shooting their first free throws of the game. Clark, there are some that would say that Giannis Antetokounmpo is the best player in Milwaukee Bucks history. Others might say Lou Alcindor. What do you say?
Hey, pump the brakes on that Giannis. I love the Greek freak. But I tell you, Kareem is my guy. I would tip my hat there, but I certainly understand why others would say Giannis. I'm going to hang my hat with Kareem.
And that's like taking candy from a baby. When Lillard gets his hands on the ball with open court in front of him, he's going all the way.
And that one drops for him. Lillard's got his second bucket.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Hey, that's crazy there. I mean, insanity. At least wait until you get across half court. My goodness.
Lopez. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Out to Hardaway. Looking to end the run. Here's Durham. And it's sent back by Lopez. And it's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. That's a 2 from Cunningham. Detroit, no good that time either.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Solid. Play in the low block, and that one's good.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Out to Hardaway. Back to Cunningham. He's looking for Duran and finds him. Thompson misses. And it's Milwaukee's ball. They've got a 10-0 run going. Lillard way outside. Rebounded by the Pistons.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Here's Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Now, here's Duran. Driving the lane. And when you take a look at Jalen Duran, big man Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double in his second season. I especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league.
And Greg, for longtime Pistons fans, that Bad Boys era was so special.
I mean, Detroit's a tough, hard-working town, and those teams did have great talent led by Isaiah Thomas, but it was their physical, intimidating style of play that made them the Bad Boys.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, the Bucks are still trying to perfect their chemistry. Bobby Portis says things take time. You've got to keep continuing to build it. There's another level Dame and Giannis can get to. Just making it clockwork. Them continuing to get better at it opens the floor for everyone else on the court. Kevin?
Well, David, with those two guys, Dame and Giannis, it opens the floor up a lot. Hey, thanks for the report. And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And the Bucks making a change here. .125 left in the first. Now here's Cunningham. He has yet to score. They get it back. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
The reach, the athleticism, the timing, no surprise. Giannis swatted that one away.
Fires the three. Rebound by the Pistons. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
To the paint. They could use a bucket. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Bucks leading by 16. We've got 33 seconds left here in the first quarter. Duran pulls it in. Beasley outside. Again, the miss by the Pistons. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Pass to Sims. Screen by Giannis. There's the lob at Antetokounmpo. That one, no good. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead.
0. The Bucks 16.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Milwaukee.
They are committed to running the floor in this one, relying on their speed to get a lot of points off the fast break.
Ball stolen. Here's the break. To the inside. Trent outside. Outside, Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the lob at Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
The decision-making of Antetokounmpo is really brilliant, in a word. He knows when to spot up, he knows when to roll to the bucket off screen, and he knows when to give it up.
Stewart down low. Still scoreless. And that one, good. And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
And Giannis throws it down.
How about the springs of this guy, Antetokounmpo, also known as the Greek Freak? I mean, he just gets up off the ground like a rocket on these alley-oop chances.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Both teams will make substitutions. Pistons trailed by 18. And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing, but they don't want to chance that again.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Fantastic job moving the ball there by Porter Jr., understanding exactly what was available when his teammates were open.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Pass to Jackson. Down low. 3 on the clock. Here's Porter. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. Hardaway with it. And it's Trent picking him up. Count that one. Hardaway has got his first points in this one.
Far from just a perimeter threat now, Tim Hardaway Jr. is also capable of converting inside.
Outside for Jackson. Pass to Sims. Trent outside. There's the three. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Here is Porter. Guarded by Hardaway. Wide open. And it's Reed pulling it down.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better. Not the best of shot selection there, but you know what? You do not look a gift horse in the mouth.
Over to the wing. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Out to the right wing. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Paul Reed. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
We've got 1:18 left now here in the second. Porter in the corner. Pass to Lopez. 6 to shoot. And stolen by Thompson. Here's Cunningham. Up again. And staying with the play, Harris.
Outstanding work by Harris to get his hands dirty on that offensive glass.
Trent up top. Now Porter. Here's Livingston. Poke loose.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Milwaukee leading by 17. Lopez with the ball. Duran picks him up. Bobbed up there for Lopez. And the turnover again by Milwaukee.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Detroit Pistons. 16 seconds left in the first half of the game. On the wing, Thompson. No good on the triple. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Now Lillard. The three ball. And the three ball is good. Lillard's got 9 points. And so it's Milwaukee closing out the quarter with
silent killer, don't die waiting. God knows it's harder to grow, procrastinating. Got so much love for this game, it's annihilating. I ain't even rapping no more, these conversations. Get it off the muscle, no matter how much the weight is. Gotta get some hustle, cause talent don't always make it. Even if it's late, don't matter because I paid it. Even if you hate, don't matter because you played it. I remember teachers saying I wouldn't make it. Now they in the bleachers at every graduation. Different stages, gradually we elevating. Motivation, hard work and dedication. Life lessons, ain't no better education. No half-stepping, I'm betting on me like it's waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Yeah. Don't wait too long. You know faith without work is dead. And the lazy hustle don't get no bread. Just keep your head up. Keep moving.
Yeah, I know Astro.
Yeah. Big up. Throw it to me, cause I can
Get it on. Rule number 1, keep your eyes open. Rule number 2, stand on business, move like a boss. Sacks, filth, pick it up, I ain't checking how much it costs. Rule number 3, the beef, let's get to the cheese. Rule number 4, never be butter, there's many more. Get them riches, you can pick like any money more. Coach, no, you better.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Karl Anthony Towns.
Count it. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. And I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified. Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
And with each passing season, DB, OG Anunoby seems to keep getting more and more versatile.
You are exactly right, Kevin. What we know unequivocally is this is one of the best cross-positional defenders in the league. One of those guys that's truly capable of guarding 1 to 5. But his willingness to be a three-point threat, an offensive rebound, and put it on the deck is exactly what you're talking about.
And Towns throws it down.
I'll tell you what, it's hard to stop Karl Anthony Towns when he's looking to score. He's got every trick at his arsenal.
Pass to Zubac. Kicks it out to Jones. Here's Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Oh, my. James Harden with a statement. Right there.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
All right, everyone, here they are, your Clippers break. Let's hear it for your Clippers break.
Here's McBride. Driving inside. Towns wide open. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Pass to Leonard. And they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Now here's Towns. Some nice passing by New York here. At the heart. Bridges outside. Clock at 6. Left side, Towns. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Towns has got 7 points.
Karl Anthony Towns, such a great jump shooter, doesn't take him any time to get set up.
Harden outside. To the middle. And then Jones with the jam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. McBride with the ball. Towns for 3.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
To the paint. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. When Kawhi Leonard is healthy, Doris, no one has a bigger effect on a game than this great two-way player.
There's no question, Kevin, because of his length and savvy on the defensive end. He can swallow up individual offensive matchups. He's that good defensively. And then you think to his transition on the offensive end from a player who was a standstill shooter to now who you can run your offense through.
Bogdanovich with it. Now guarded by Payne. Pass to Batum. Takes it out to Leonard. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Well, you're working the two-man game with Kawhi Leonard as your primary target. That's the first guy you need to stop.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
It'll be a jump ball.
Pass to Towns. It's hauled in by Zubats. The Clippers in the lead. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, Kevin, I was able to catch up with the head coach for the Clippers. And they're focused on limiting one of the best shooting bigs ever in Karl Anthony Towns. Now, Coach said earlier, Towns is a machine on the offensive end. We'll try to make Cat into a passer, get the ball out of his hands. We'll see if they can accomplish that. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. Leonard, no luck. Lots of room. That one goes. Count it.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Doris, recently the Clippers relocated their G League team, bringing basketball back to the city of San Diego.
Kevin, I absolutely love this because San Diego gets its first NBA representation since 1984. And yes, it's great for the city itself, but it's also a smart move by the NBA. You are tapping into an untouched market.
Here's Bogdanovich after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. To the inside. Batum. And Batum throws it down.
Well, we know Nick Batum can hurt you from the perimeter. That time he shows you his ups. Go ahead, get up, Nicholas Batum.
Offensive rebound. Another shot. And Towns finishes inside. Towns has got 11.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
High post, Zubats. Now Harden. Off on the layup. Here's Towns. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
For the Knicks. Substitution on the court.
Here's Robinson. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Knicks up by 3.
The Knicks, 13.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Knicks so far, what do you guys think?
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
With the drive, here's Coffey. Stolen by Robinson. Down low. Here's Achua. The dunk by Achua.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectations.
Anunoby. Back to Payne. Here's Robinson. Over Eubanks. Robinson, that's good.
I'll tell you, a level of toughness on display from Mitchell Robinson. Send a message, young sir.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thanks very much. James Harden is still a factor at age 35. He says, I'm more than a scorer, so for me, it's just impacting the game at the highest level. Kevin, he's led the league in scoring 3 times, but he's also led the league in assists. So it's pretty much true. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Oh, don't forget, he rebounds as well as any guard right now in the NBA. Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player, I am the system"?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that, but Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
Pass to Leonard. Outside, Jones. And it's Jones finishing it off.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
Well, if the defense gets sloppy on Mitchell Robinson, he has the kind of length and athleticism to make him tough to guard.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball. Looking for fast break opportunities, always a good idea.
Second shot opportunity. Excellent defense there from Zubac. Bogdanovich wide open. And the three off target.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Here's Wright. And he banks in the layup. Wright's got the lead up to 6 now for New York.
You have to account for Delon Wright at the cup. This guy has good size at his position.
Inside. Pass to Zubac. And talk about victors and guys who play to their strength. What about Zubac? He does a great job.
He does, Kevin. A 7-footer who wants to play like a 7-footer. He's an outstanding rebounder. He doesn't need the ball offensively. You know he's going to show up and give you great effort every night. It's been great watching Ivica Zubac's growth. This guy, his game has evolved and his role is increasing.
Jones with now guarded by Towns. Pass to Leonard. And stolen by Achua. Down low. And Towns throws it down.
Now that Towns is rolling, boy, you just deliver the ball on time and on target. He will do the rest.
Here's Leonard. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. The Knicks leading by 8. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. The Knicks making a switch here.
Third team foul. Knicks substitution.
Pass to Towns. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Harden outside. And Harden with the stop.
And Harden is a nightmare in the pick and roll. Just a clever combo guard who is completely unpredictable.
Pass to Towns. Back to Hart. Fires the 3. He doesn't hit that one. Clippers trail by 6. Bogdanovich with it. Bridges covering. In the corner, Harden. No good with the triple. 34 seconds left in the first half. Bridges outside. Back to Hart. Pass to Bridges. Now here's Towns. And another field goal in this total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
Is the mid-range for Mr. Towns part of the game? You bet.
Now Harden, defended by Bridges. Harden outside. Got it up. And so it's the New York Knicks holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We've got more in store for you right after this. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Over to the left wing. Mills with it. He's picked up by Anunoby. And Bridges with a clear path to the basket. And Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team.
Here's McBride. No good on the quick 3. Clippers trail by 8. Outside Bogdanovich. Pass to Eubanks. Here's Coffey. Just 5 to shoot. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And that one's good. Eubanks.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
The kick out to Towns. 8 for 15 with that made basket, but he's not satisfied yet. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. The ultimate glue player, Josh Hart. Doris, he plays way bigger than his listed 6'4" height.
I'm going to be honest with you, Kevin. This is the best rebounding guard I've ever seen in my career covering the NBA. Let's remember, he won a national title in college. He's willing to do absolutely anything to help his team win. You want this guy on your side.
We know Doris and Towns might already be one of the best shooting bigs ever.
Well, Kevin, he flat stated and called himself the best shooting big of all time. He has an argument because not only has he shot the ball incredibly well from deep, even as his volume has gone up, his efficiency stays the same. This is a gifted offensive post player.
Here's Bogdanovich. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. The Knicks leading by 5. Into the lane. Outside Towns. Here's Hart. New York, no good that time either.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first, but there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, DA. Thank you. Pass to Towns. It's deflected. Here's Coffey. Back to Dunn. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Harden right side. Now Eubanks. Harden outside. Now here's Dunn. Can't hit from in close. Andrew Eubanks gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
To the paint. Here's Anunoby. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
I'll tell you, it's 6'8" with elite athleticism. Good luck checking OG Anunoby on the interior.
Harden outside.
2 minutes remaining.
And there's the drive. And the jam by Harden.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
And that one is good. Harden's got 10.
I tell you what, James Harden has got the kind of frame that he can absorb contact and play right through it.
And finished off by Robinson.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Jones, that's for 2. Kicks it out to Harden. .110 left in the third quarter. 5 on the clock. Back to Eubanks. Harden outside. 3-pointer. Another miss by Harden. The Knicks leading by 5. The kick out to Anunoby. Here's Robinson. Lays it up and banks it in. 9 points in the game so far.
Well, you want Mitchell Robinson to finish with strength and authority, and he does there.
Back to Eubanks. Harden outside. Back to Eubanks. Kicks it out to Jones. Here's Dunn. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Substitution on the floor.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
To the middle. Here's Achua. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
And beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And so it's Payne with it. They'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. They lead by their biggest margin of the game. 9. To the inside. Robinson. Back to Achua. 4 on the clock. Launches a 3. They grab their own miss. Right outside. Back to Achua. Pass to Payne. The 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Payne's got the lead up to 12 now for the Knicks.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
Driving the lane. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And New York making a change here. And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, well, let's summarize what Tom Thibodeau went over with his guys during the break. Now, Coach told his team, we're up. Take care of the ball. Don't give them the game. Playing smart basketball will clinch a victory for us. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Such a reliable threat from range. You think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Shamet with the steal. And now here comes Wright leading the break. And Wright throws it down.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
And there's a whistle that goes on.